Hello, greetings to you. My name is Victor Chidiberi Anoze, and I'm also known as the Touch Million Boss. Today, I'll be sharing with you the 4 ways that anyone can make money. And this was gotten from the cash flow quadrant that was designed by an incredible author known as Robert Kiyosaki. Now, in this quadrant, it is explained that every single way people make money on net is actually categorized in these 4 sectors. And I will explain them individually. Now, in this also, we have 2 segments in this quadrant. We have the left side of the quadrant and we have the right side of the quadrant. So I'll be starting with the left side of the quadrant. And it is important to know that if you want to have financial success, if you want to have financial freedom, it is advisable for you to try as much as possible to be what? In the right side of the quadrant. You can start from the left side of the quadrant, but try as much as possible over time to move to the right side of the quadrant. So let me start by explaining from the left side of the quadrant. The number 1 is known as employee. In this particular sector, you actually work for people. You hear things like go to school, make good grades. When you graduate, you look for a good paying job and what? Start earning something to survive, right? So good. Now, in this particular quadrant, you earn what we call salary. You earn what we call what? Salary. And it comes what? Once every single month. Now, the disadvantage of this particular sector is that at any particular point in time, you can be sacked. At any particular point in time, the company may start having what we call downsizing, and you may be laid off. You might not be in the good book of people, and they just gang up and ensure that you're no longer in the company or something. So you take instructions from people, and you can't do anything out of your own will without getting the necessary permissions. So you also your time is being controlled by what? Your bosses or by your boss. So it is not bad for you to start in this particular quadrant because most times it's necessary. For some people, that is the only place they have to start. So it is good for you to start if that's what you have. But remember, always have in mind to move to the right side of the quadrant. Now, the next category is also known as what? The self-employed. Now, in this particular quadrant known as the self-employed, the business is revolved around you. Whatever you do is centered around you. If you don't, if you fall sick, you won't be able to make money. The advantage is that you have time for yourself. The disadvantage is that if you're not available, you can't make money. You see that? So the examples are like, for example, the doctors. These are people that have skill because as a self-employed is mostly centered around skill. The electrician, the lawyers, they have to be present for them to be able to carry out the action and for them to be able to make money. So that is the self-employed sector. Now also, you also have to understand that in this particular quadrant, which is the self-employed quadrant, apart from the fact that if you're not there, you can't make money, you also need to understand that in this particular quadrant, you are the entrepreneur, you are the manager, you are also the technician. You do everything. You do everything. Now, let's move forward. Let's move forward to the right side of the quadrant. Now, the right side of the quadrant is the place to be. But most times, a lot of people don't get the opportunity to move there directly. So that's why they tend to start from the left side of the quadrant. Either they are an employee working for people, or they are self-employed people, or they are self-employed, whereby they are also working for people, but now they are working for themselves. They are the bosses of their own. But now in the right side of the quadrant, the first category, the first sector is the business owners. Now, the difference between the self-employed and the business owners, a lot of people misunderstand it, is that as a business owner, one, is that your business can function without you. Your business can function without your presence. But as a self-employed, your business or what you do cannot function without you. And also as a business owner, you have been able to build a system that can be able to accommodate nothing less than 500 people and above. And I mean employees. 500 people and above. As a self-employed person in the left side of the quadrant, it is you and maybe 2 or 3 staffs. And you are mostly always involved, because sometimes it is just totally you. As a business owner, people work for you. As a business owner, get this, people work for you. Why? Because you are automatically converting the time of people to your benefit. So you just don't only have 24 hours, you now have other people's 24 hours added to your time, which is increasing your productivity. As a business owner, you are the one paying salaries to people. You are the one paying salaries to people, in turn converting their time, like I just explained, towards money. Because when they tend to do the things that you alone can't do, and a lot of them adding up their efforts together, you make more money. Then the other side of the quadrant, which is also a good place to be, is the investors. In this particular quadrant, money works for you. Remember, in the business sector, people work for you. Here, money works for you. In this category, you invest your money in opportunities, credible opportunities. It could be real estate, it could be companies that are starting up. There are various ways to invest your money. And in this particular sector, money works for you. You put in your money and you get returns. So to sum it up, it is necessary for you to understand that the best place to be is the right side of the quadrant, whereby you are either a business owner or you are an investor. Remember, you can start from the left side of the quadrant, where you are an employee or a self-employed person, but over time it is interesting and wise for you to move to the right side of the quadrant, for you to achieve one of the most important things in life, which is financial freedom, where you have enough time and enough money. Thank you very much, and I hope that you are blessed with this little information that I just shared with you today. Thank you. To see again. Also, I want to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel, click on the notification button, like our videos, and thank you very much.